walk down beautiful Malaysia, feel the fresh air and enjoy the blue skies.
The best place to be for you and me. Malaysia, truly Asia.
Celebrating one Malaysia, enjoy new experiences. People smiling, sharing, caring, the best place to be. Selamat datang ke Malaysia. Selamat datang ke Malaysia. Celebrating one Malaysia.
Celebrating one Malaysia. Celebrating one Malaysia. Celebrating one Malaysia. Truly Asia for you and me.
Hearts bumping to the drums of one Malaysia. Fun, joy, and laughter everywhere. The best place to be. In the jungles, on the hills, by the beaches, in the city. Live the culture.
Welcome back to the fourth segment with me this particular morning. I have two guests, and this is the second guest, Aloy Hofbauer. Welcome to the show. He's the region head of Nestle Malaysia and Singapore, so you know that we are here with the biggest guys in the industry. And not only you, we have a lot of special guests that's coming in, ranging from businessmen to politicians to leaders. And now we have with us the Nestle Malaysia and Singapore's region head. We're going to talk to you a little bit about this is in Malay. This particular campaign, right? It's actually called Nestle More Goodness, More Value Promotion. And can you maybe tell us a little bit more about this campaign before we move forward? Because on Monday we had your nutrition is actually coming in to talk about the goodness of having a breakfast, a good meal actually. Maybe this particular campaign is tied, I'm sure, back to back with whatever you want to talk about with Milo.
So actually, Fabian, what we are doing is we are times are tough, because actually there's a lot of increase in prices, electricity, gas, and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of gloom and doom around. Right. And we said, look, let's do something very, very positive.
Okay.
Let's actually basically bring something to Malaysia which nobody has ever done.
Okay.
And so we created a promotion which is more goodness, more health, and at an affordable price. So the promotion is, I think, called Lebih Kebaikan, Lebih Nilai. All right, so as good as my Bahasa.
Yeah.
And what it is actually that we want to prove to people that even in difficult times, in times where basically people see all the rising costs, you can actually have great promotion, great nutrition at a very affordable price.
Right, and then these kind of things have already been existing for a long time, and I'm sure many people do not know about this particular thing until somebody like you guys shout at it, right?
Excellent. What you actually do is we say, look, let's also do something on top of it. Okay. Let's actually do something which nobody ever has done.
Okay.
All right. We actually challenge Malaysians to pledge for a more healthy lifestyle.
Okay.
And the target is to get, and this would be, I suppose, a world record, that we have 1 million Malaysians committing actually with their families to start a more healthy lifestyle.
Right. there are 30 million of us, and they are asking for only 1 million. That's like not even what 1%. You're asking at 0.5% or something like that. But with trying to reach that 1 million pledge, right?
Yeah.
What have you been doing to go out there and talk about this?
So actually, a few weeks ago, we launched it with the Minister of basically Women Affairs, and we now have shows all over the country. Road shows in hypermarkets, in supermarkets, and where you can actually go, you can get Nestle products at a great price. So for example, Milo, one of our key products, never done before, 300 gram for free. Many of the other products are actually on promotion. And at the same time, you also get nutritional advice. So you go there, Fabian, you basically can get your BMI, you basically can get some good advice on nutrition, but also you have recipes, you know, so there's a lot of recipes. So the only thing what you need to do is you actually basically get one of these brochures, or also in the print media, or you go online, you basically go with this QR code, and you are a part of this movement.
Right.
And what we want to prove is actually that Malaysia is a forerunner in Asia, in all of ASEAN, basically living a healthy lifestyle.
Right, which is also what your nutritionist said on Monday, where you have half your plate with fruits and vegetables.
Yep.
The other quarter will be carbohydrates, and the other quarter will be proteins. And this is what you're advocating end of the day, right?
Well, what we actually advocate is two things. We talk about good food, good life.
Okay.
All right. So a good, basically balanced diet is the base for living a good life. But on top of that, obviously, you also need to do some exercise. Go out, walk, do some jogging, and so on and so forth. So basically, it's a combination of both.
Right. I know you've been studying it in hypermarkets and this and that, right? But are you guys looking into things like, you know, colleges, schools, Milo? You talk about your brand, Milo being what number one. I was introduced to Milo when I was very young. Thing is, we still have those Milo trucks going to school, right? But in that activity, right, maybe you would like to look into, you know, maybe expanding a little bit more in that particular area as to educate us when we are younger, or rather than in the malls.
So what we do is actually, Fabian, we started a program which is called Healthy Kids and United for Healthier Kids.
Right.
So the target is to go out to more than 3 million school kids and actually make them ambassadors of a healthy lifestyle.
Right.
And what we try to actually explain to them is that it's not only about basically having a good diet, but also you need to keep basically moving. You have to do exercises as you're going through your lifestyle.
Right.
And why do we have it with the young kids? Because actually when they are younger, they are still basically able to adapt a certain lifestyle which they then carry on for their whole life. And they go back and they are ambassador for that in their families.
Right, and also your nutritionist advocate about working together with parents as well and kids. So families actually do it together, as it will be more of a long-term kind of thing, right? Which is what you're pledging as well?
Yeah. Look, I think the whole pledge, this 1 million plus pledge, is all about basically, you know, what I say, families who eat together basically stay together. And we actually educate also that people having more family meals at home. Because today, our busy lifestyle, a lot of people are eating outside, not always the most healthy diet.
That's right.
So eat at home more. Actually, it will not only basically be good for your nutritional diet, but also good for your family life.
Right. How long is this campaign going to run?
So this whole campaign is going to run for 6 weeks. It's the first and unique of its kind ever done in Asia. I think in Malaysia, with this 1 million pledge, will be a forerunner. Actually, a lot of positive news will come out of Malaysia, and I think Malaysia will be a beacon in doing this.
Right. And when you talk about world record in terms of pledges, right, will it be certified by the world record?
Well, let's see how far we go. I think please go out. You can do it in the print, etc. We already have reached 600,000 after 3 weeks. So we are actually running on a good pace. And people have to go in. They have to register. They have basically to use. It's not complicated, but you have to do it. And once you register, you become a part of this club. And we will basically provide you nutritional tips. We will basically provide you lifestyle tips. So there's a lot of goodness by basically being a part of that actually movement. Let's put it like that.
And for our viewers that are watching at home, right, and you know haven't not got a chance to go to any of your road shows that's nearest to them, how can they find out a little bit more information?
Well, go either to our website, nestlemalasia.com, or you can go to any store. We also have newspaper prints running. There's a lot of basically digital advertising going on. Just go in, register yourself, be a part of this, and make basically Malaysia a forerunner when it comes to health and wellness in the region.
Right. Can we speak a little bit about Nestle's performance in Malaysia? As we all know that major companies are coming in and they're doing a lot for Malaysians and creating job opportunities. But how's business in the food and beverage industry where you're in today doing for you? Because end of the day, we see retailers actually slow down a little bit in terms of sales and all that. Has it affected you guys, or has it been constant and remaining the same?
Look, I think overall we just have announced our results for last year, and the results were pretty good. We had good growth. We had a growth over 5%, actually domestically over 8%. So we had a good 2013. Now you're asking about 2014. So far we had a decent start.
Your first quarter will be good. I mean,
well, obviously I can't give you any guidance because we haven't released our results. But actually, look, with this kind of activity what we are running here, actually we are bringing people in. We are bringing people basically in, telling them, look, even you feel it's difficult times in regard of affordability, you're getting great products with a very, very affordable price, and you don't need to sacrifice on anything. You don't need to sacrifice on great tasting products. You don't need to sacrifice on great nutrition.
So from what I understand is that Nestle has been coming up with a few more new products. Of course, it's not available to consumer market, but it's available to your partners, your distributors, your restaurants. Basically, you're coming up with new great stuff, actually. Things like the barbecue sauce, these type of things. You've been coming up with a lot of great stuff. Just wondering, right? Would it be actually pushed to the consumer level? Because
no, look, I think what we have actually been done, and I see you have some quite interesting products which we came in. We came in with Big Hurry just at the end of the year. We actually now have been rolling out a really, really new product, an ice cream goreng.
Ice cream goreng, and you have the creme brulees and all that as well, right?
Well, this is more for the restaurant business, etc. But I think like this ice cream goreng, it's an unbelievable product. We just have launched it in January. We are continuously running out. People are really calling us on a regular basis. So there's a lot of innovation coming into it.
What else are we expecting? Sorry. What else are we expecting in terms of consumer market? Because we have like less than 5 minutes more to go.
No, look, I think there's a lot of good new products in the pipeline. A lot of the products basically are working in the area of nutrition, health and wellness. I think one of the products we launched recently is, and it's a great product, is Nestle Greek yogurt.
Okay.
It's actually, Greek yogurt is a big product all around the world.
Correct.
And we actually have brought it to Malaysia. And also today it's selling like hotcakes. So a lot of good news. So as we are going, you'll see there will be a lot of new, nice surprises, great products coming into the Malaysian market.
Right. Maybe a few more words before we go. Maybe you can talk a little bit about how do you see after this campaign the following following months to come? What else do you see that's in store for Nestle and its consumers?
Well, after this, actually, we are going into the middle of the year, and there's a big event in Brazil, which obviously, there will be a lot of activities around it. We are not the sponsor of the World Cup, but we basically will do a lot for the fans and so on and so forth. So this is the middle of the year, and then actually, as we go in the second half of the year, we have again the Family Day. So it's a big event for us. Nestle basically supports Malaysia Family Day, which we do with the ministry together. So as we go through the year, a lot of events which basically we will make sure that consumer get great offerings and enjoy our products.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
for informing us a little bit more of the company. As we all know from this 15-minute interview, we have a whole roundup of what Nestle is doing for the next half a year or so, and we have also talked about their new campaign, which is also Nestle More goodness, more value. Why we talk about Nestle? Because it's one of the world's most consumed products. Or in Malaysia, we consume a lot of Nestle products, like it or not, whether you know it or not. We consume a lot of them. Thank you very much, Aloy, for coming here and giving us the 101 on what's happening with Nestle now and of course in the coming future. Stay tuned as we have the Malay news, and right after the Malay news we have Gerard coming back to talk to Captain Peter Talala about the MH370, and we're going in a little bit more detail this very day. We're going to talk a little bit about technicalities right here at 10:30 in the morning. Stay tuned.